This is Africa in 10 minutes. I am Uchenna Okafor. These are the top business stories reported on Footprint to Africa this week. Now, the headlines. China pledges more support to development projects in Africa. CBA launches virtual banking platform with MTN Uganda. Consumer sector tops INCOMSA $3.8 trillion deals. IFAD pledges $50 million to strengthen Liberia's agriculture sector. African tech and mobile innovators to compete for Apps Africa Awards. Climate warming blamed for reduced fish stock in Lake Tanganyika. Nigeria moves to preserve its territorial waters from invasive species. De-risking could sever local banks from global financial system, Commonwealth warns. Tanzania inflation drops to 5.1% in July. And now, the news. Chinese Foreign Affairs Minister Wang Yi says that Chinese investments and commitments to Kenya under the Jubilee government have reached $6.5 billion in 3 years. He said China views Kenya as an important link in Africa and expressed optimism that the economic cooperation between the two countries will help the East African nation achieve its Vision 2030 targets. In the banking sector, the Commercial Bank of Africa has launched its virtual banking platform in the third country in East Africa. Commercial Bank of Africa has partnered with telecommunications operator MTN Uganda in Mokash, a mobile bank account that will allow customers to serve and borrow money using their mobile phones. The Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa Competition Commission said that year 2015 saw a record of $3.8 trillion investment on mergers and acquisitions being approved, with the consumer sector accounting for a major share of the deals. The commission is the body responsible for enforcing merger control in the common markets. Manager Willard Wemba said mergers and acquisitions have become an essential tool for corporate growth in today's global marketplace. Now in Liberia, the International Fund for Agricultural Development has pledged to sustain its support to Liberia's agricultural sector. The pledge was given by the head of IFAD, Dr. Kanayo F. Wanze, while on a courtesy call to President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of Liberia in Monrovia on Monday. Dr. Wanze said nearly $25 million will go towards to Project Tree Crop Extension from Lofa to Nimba counties and the community financing institutions that cut across 10 commercial banks accredited by the Central Bank of Liberia. Tech news. Applications for the 2016 AppsAfrica.com Innovation Awards, which celebrates the best in mobile and tech from across Africa, are now open. These awards give participating startups global industry recognition, invaluable networking opportunities, and publicity. The ceremony brings together leaders from the mobile and tech community, enterprise, media, investors, and innovators from all over the continent and connects them global players. The 2016 awards will take place in Cape Town, South Africa on November 14 this year. A new study on Lake Tanganyika reveals that climate warming led to a decline in lake algae, which fish fed on, subsequently reducing the fish stock in Africa's largest, deepest lake. This is as the world's 6th largest multilateral development banks collectively funded climate projects to the tune of $81 billion worldwide. The report was prepared by the Asian Development Bank, the African Development Bank, the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, the European Investment Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank Group, and the World Bank Group. Over to the marine sector. Nigeria has taken proactive steps to preserve its territorial waters from invasive aquatic species originating from other regions through shipping activities. The Director General Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dr. Dakuku Peterside, has urged maritime stakeholders to protect the marine environment and adhere strictly to the International Convention on Treating Ballast Water from Ships. De-risking could sever local banks from global financial system, Commonwealth warns. The Secretariat warned that many of its member countries faced being cut off from the global financial system if something is not done to stem the trend. Finally, in Tanzania, National Bureau of Statistics has said on Tuesday that inflation in Tanzania decreased to 5.1% in July from 5.5% recorded in June. NBS Director of Population Census and Social Statistics, Mr. Ephraim Quincy-Gabo, told reporters in Dar es Salaam the decrease is attributed to the decrease in prices of various commodities during July. That wraps up this week's top stories. We'll be back with a recap of the headlines. China pledges more support to development projects in Africa. CBA launches virtual banking platform with MTN Uganda. Consumer sector tops in COMSA $3.8 trillion deals. IFAD pledges $50 million to strengthen Liberia's agriculture sector. African tech and mobile innovators to compete for Apps Africa Awards. Climate warming blamed for reduced fish stock in Lake Tanganyika. Nigeria moves to preserve its territorial waters from invasive species. De-risking could sever local banks from global financial system, Commonwealth warns. Tanzania inflation drops to 5.1% in July. To keep up with the trending business news of the week, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on LinkedIn. These news and reports are called from Footprint to Africa. For daily updates and more business news in Africa, visit www.footprinttoafrica.com today. Footprint to Africa, business news made in Africa by Africans.